Hi everybody, Chris here from Truly Holistic. I thought I'd do this video in front of a nice open fire. Thought it was no better backdrop as that. And what we're going to talk about in this video is a new product. It's not necessarily a new product, but just a new way of using it. On my product site, we've created a product called the Heart Activation Ring, which we're using to place over the shower head. And I'll give you a bit of a background of why we decided to put this out as a product in this way. One of the oldest rings, or the rings I originally made it as a tensor ring, was a cubit measure called the Activation Cubit Measure. It's actually one of the rings that make up our trio sets that we already sell on the website, which go into making a pendant, but also making a small trio set and a large trio set, which those trio sets are used also with the I Am Everything pyramid system that we also developed. And the smaller ones of the Heart Activation rings, which is made with a 12 gauge wire, copper wire, cut to an activation cubit measure. That size, I have that over my the water coming in through the shower head. And a realization I've had for quite some time is that when I get up in the morning and I'm getting ready for the day and having a shower, that the amount of amazing insight and ideas that come to me while I'm in the shower with that water hitting me. And there is a well-known understanding to water coming through piping, because the piping's within the earth, and we know all the benefits of the grounding effect or the earthing effect, which is creating negative ionization in regards to whatever is in contact with the earth or the grounding, the crust of the earth. But when we use a ring like this, it restructures the water, okay? But when that water is hitting your head, coming out of the piping and then through that shower head and hitting you, it's creating a space or a state where it takes your awareness, your intention from here into the heart, okay? And what we do know about the heart is the physical heart, and there's the sacred heart that's behind it, and that's why the physical heart is an organ that has a rhythm and a rate to it, is because it's on one end of a gateway. It's creating this vortex flow, which is everything that you are. You came into this lifetime through the heart, and when you leave, you go out through the heart again. And another guy, Frank Chester, who was the originator of the Chesterhedron geometry, the geometry that is very much in line with the heart and that energy, he came to that conclusion as well in regards to we are born, our soul comes through in connection of being part of a human existence through the heart and then back out. So it's a big deal. So when you're having a product like this one, either size, we've got also the larger size and the smaller size, same cubit measure, same energy that is being brought through, depending on what size fits and works best with your shower system or shower head. I love the idea that it gets you off to a great start in the day. Most people have showers in the morning, and for that water to hit your head and go over your physical form to just draw your awareness into the heart space and get you heart-centered instead of mind-orientated, I can't think of any other better way of starting your day. So we wanted to create a product in alignment in regards to that. And I tell you, what it's done for me has done great things in regards to that. And I'm a big fan of bringing stuff into your life where you don't have to do any extra work. All you needed to do is place this behind your shower head with the water coming through, and you just leave it there. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to activate it, you don't have to use your intention or attention. It's there. So it's quick and easy, very much like, you know, the grounding systems and earthing sheets and those sorts of things where you just put them on your bed because you've got to have sheets on your bed to sleep. I love technologies like that where you don't have to, it's not hard, it's easy. Okay, where, for example, dieting is hard, right, for a lot of people. So another reason I also associate with the heart is, and another way you can use it, is more with a smaller rank, is if you're somebody that suffers with heart problems, whether that's arrhythmias like atrial fibrillation, which is known as AF, where the heart is out of sinus rhythm and it just shakes like this, and when you check that person's heart rate, it's skipping, jumping up and down rapidly. That's an issue with that gateway or that portal of your energy, that vortex flow that's coming through. And a lot of the times that problem there is because we're too much, our awareness is too much here than compared to here. And when it's here, that gets shut off, and it really severely affects the projection of the physical heart, which can mean that its rhythm gets distorted and it's not sinus rhythm, which is the normal rhythm. Also for people that have angina pain, so it's where the heart doesn't get enough oxygen to it. So that's not only the heart, but that brings in the what's the word I'm trying to think of? Perfect flow of blood. You know, blood is reliant on flow. Okay, a lot of the physiology of the body is reliant on flow. And when we're in that heart space, we are living in the flow. When we're in the head and the mind, we're obstructing our own flow. So we're having one of these products, and just with if you've got a top pocket in your shirt, and you just slip it in that top pocket, it's right over that heart. It's right over the heart space. It's a very good little way of just sitting in there and allowing that to work directly over the heart space in regards to anybody that's having arrhythmia problems, angina problems, which is enabling more flow through that sacred heart and therefore the physical heart, which will have a direct effect on the blood. Because when that gets shut off and we're in the mind and we're creating a space or a state of where we're getting stressed and overwhelmed, common that our blood will thicken, and thickened blood, where we're talking about coagulation and viscosity of blood, is because the blood's inflamed, and the blood's inflamed because it doesn't have the flow. Okay, as I say, when we're in the mind we congest, when we're in the heart we're in flow. So congestion of the blood means that the blood thickens. And the intelligence of the human body, and it's not only the human body is a vessel for consciousness to come through it. That's why people like me are called mediums, right? We're a medium to bring something through us. So we're all like that. And so, you know, we need to enable that space to allow that flow through, right? So when we allow that flow through, then the blood, instead of being ketchup, is like red wine. And therefore, that communication of the body doesn't have to come in and intervene to increase blood pressure. The intelligence of the body, intelligence of the consciousness to come through and regulate your blood pressure depending on the environment. Because again, if you're in a stressed environment, what's it going to do? It's going to change your blood pressure accordingly, because the viscosity of your blood is going to change. And you need that blood to be circulated around the body for your nutrients and oxygenation tissue. Okay, so the intelligence of the body to increase blood pressure or decrease blood pressure, we need that. Thank God it does that. The question we should be asking, why is it having to come in and intervene? Okay, and it's usually about the space and state that we're creating for ourselves. So a tool like this, it works wonders. You just pop it in that top pocket, sitting right over the heart, and that will do wonders for people that are having high blood pressure problems, angina pain in regards to not getting enough oxygen to the heart, as well as arrhythmias and any cardiovascular problem involved, obviously, with the heart. So it's a wonderful product. You can either get the larger size, the smaller size. As I say, they are part of the trio set. This is using the activation cubit measure, which I always say is the simple way of explaining what this particular tool does and this cubit does. It gets you to the door. And the door of your infinite aspects of you is right here at the heart, okay? You've got the physical heart, which is a projection of a sacred heart, and that sacred heart is the entry into a vortex, which is exploring within at the quantum level. Your expansion, you're an expansion of what's within you. That's not expansion out there. You are the expansion. So we want to bring as much of your light and your energy here as that expansion, that is that expanded awareness of your consciousness here, and this product does a wonderful job in doing that. Until next time.